Hi everybody, welcome back to Hideaway Homestead. Actually now we're being called Hideaway Homestead 2 because we had to start a new channel, and if some of you have seen some of our previous videos, then you know what we're talking about. Wanted to talk a little bit today about the possibilities of having I don't know, creatures on your on your property. If you have a farm, or if you just own property maybe in the woods or something like that, you're going to probably encounter chiggers. I'm not so sure how prevalent they are in other places, but here in Florida, they're bad. They can be.
Here's a story about how chiggers have affected life on our homestead. Hope you enjoy it. So I have to tell you a story. We love stories in our family. Couple years ago, we invited our church family out to the farm, out to the homestead for a church picnic. And it just worked out so well. We had this picnic area out here and had the chairs and benches set up. People brought food. We spread it out on tables. We just had a wonderful time out here. And some of the people then went to look around at the farm, the animals, walked over to the pigs and the chickens, and can't remember if we had the goats at that time or not. But yeah, we just had such a wonderful time together. The weather was nice, a little too hot for my liking, but it's always too hot for my liking, I think. But we had a clear day. It just was a very nice activity, and so good to get together with our friends from church. But the next day, everybody came back to the church unhappy. And the reason was, it seemed that everybody got chigger bites. Several people had a worse reaction or inflammation from them. We sort of were used to a couple at a time, but some people, they were just chigger magnets, I guess. And so they came to church pretty unhappy, some of them. One friend, really good friend, she had tried every medicine in the world that she could find, had been to Walgreens a time or two and bought what they had for solutions. And then I'm thinking of our pastor's wife, who was a very proper Southern lady raised in Atlanta, and she knew you're not supposed to scratch in public, and so she did a little more wiggling, I think, in that service than she usually did. And the problem with chiggers is so many times they bite you in places where you really don't want to be scratching. They like to cluster around places that they feel more secure, so that's like under your sock line, under the elastic, and any place else that you have elastic. They like those areas especially. And oh, it was quite a thing. A couple of people were almost angry that we had this on our property. It's nothing that we could control, but oh my, it was not a good thing. I found out that from a website, chiggersbite.com. Who knew that there was a website like that? And this website says that chiggers are available in the world. So any place where the temperatures are greater than 60 degrees Fahrenheit or less than 99 degrees Fahrenheit. So that explains why we have them here. We're running in those temperatures for the majority of our year. One of the things that we have found that is helpful is a product called Afterbite, and we've bought that at Walmart and I think on Amazon when we couldn't find it at Walmart. It seems to me that at Walmart, Kevin will nod to agree or disagree, it seems like it's in the sports area, in the camping kind of a thing. Okay, so he's nodding his head. That's a good thing. And so you might want to keep something like that on hand. It's also helpful for mosquito bites or other kinds of stings and bites. So just a solution there. Just wanted to share with you our memories of the property and how chiggers have affected us and our friends. Now back to our previously scheduled programming. Kevin talks about chiggers on the homestead.
So I just wanted to give you an idea about what we do to prevent them. We have a couple of things that we use here on the farm, because sometimes when we're out in the woods or just in the garden, wherever, we get chiggers on us, and you can't tell they're on you until after they've bitten you. So what we have started doing is we have a couple of things that we use, and I wanted to show you those just for your consideration. One of the things that we use is, get it around, turn it around where you can see it, is sulfur dust. You can get this at Lowe's, Home Depot, probably Ace Hardware, or whatever kind of a store that you have that sells stuff for the gardens and that kind of thing. It's just sulfur dust, it's powder, and you just spray it on. What I usually do is I put it in a sock and tie a knot in the top of it, and then you can just dust your legs or your arms or whatever you're going to be having in contact with, tall weeds, that kind of thing. Chiggers like to get in, well, here in Florida, we have Spanish moss like crazy, and they like to get in the moss. They also get on tall weeds, and then when you walk through them and brush against them, they get on you, and then they can crawl up your legs, and you don't know they're there. That's one of the things we use. Another thing we use, and we've just discovered this recently, and it's good stuff. This is called Sawyer Premium Insect Repellent. And it's good stuff, I'm telling you. We use this. You can spray it on your clothing. It says it's effective for 6 weeks, and it's non-staining. And you can put it on the can. It says clothing, gear, and tents. We put it on our pants legs, on our socks, on our shoes. Actually, I've sprayed it on my legs a little bit a couple times, and it's never caused me any issues or anything. It says it repels and kills ticks, chiggers, and mosquitoes. That's another thing we have here in Florida, is we have an overabundance of mosquitoes. And so it's a good thing to have. Anyway, just wanted to kind of, tell you a little bit about some of the stuff that we've been using here on the farm. Yeah. You can get this Sawyer insect repellent online. We get it from Amazon. Usually you can get it, you can either get 1 can or 2 cans, and they have different varieties of it that you can get for whatever the purpose is you need it for. Also, we have recently found it in Walmart. I wasn't aware that they had it in Walmart, and we saw that in the store one day after we had actually ordered ours from Amazon. If you can find it in Walmart, check them out too, and see if you can get it from your local Walmart. Anyway, thanks for joining us here on Hideaway Homestead.